The split inside most people. Most people live divided lives, not externally, internally. They want one thing but act toward another. They value discipline but live reactively. They admire calm but feed chaos. This division is exhausting, not because life is difficult, but because the self is fragmented. When thought pulls one way, emotion another, and action a third, inner friction is guaranteed. Anxiety is not always fear. Often, it is misalignment. Ancient wisdom taught that peace comes from unity within, when what you think, feel, and do move together. Modern life disrupts this unity. It rewards speed over coherence, reaction over reflection, expression over alignment. So people perform growth without embodying it. They talk about becoming while living divided. Identity is not chosen, it is practiced. Identity is often misunderstood. People think identity is who they intend to be. In reality, it is who they repeatedly act as. Every habit rehearsed, every boundary ignored, every promise kept or broken. All of it votes, not for the future self you imagine, but for the current self you are training. Identity is not built in moments of inspiration. It is built in moments of indifference, when no one is watching, when nothing is urgent, when stopping would be easy. This is uncomfortable to accept because it removes fantasy. It replaces intention with evidence, but evidence is honest, and honesty is the beginning of change. Why discipline feels heavy before it feels free. Discipline is often abandoned too early, not because it is painful, but because it is quiet. In the beginning, discipline feels rewarding. You feel motivated. You feel proud. You feel visible. Later, it feels neutral. No excitement, no feedback, no emotional reward. This neutrality is where discipline matures. Most people leave here. They mistake silence for stagnation. But silence is where identity settles. Discipline does not remove freedom. It removes negotiation. And fewer negotiations create peace. Time is not scarce. Attention is fragmented. People say they don't have time. What they actually lack is coherence. Hours exist, but attention leaks. The modern mind is scattered across screens, obligations, expectations, and self-created urgency. So even when time is available, presence is not. Ancient cultures respected time differently. They organized life around rhythm, not urgency. Work had boundaries, rest had dignity, silence had purpose. Today, everything overlaps. Work bleeds into rest. Rest turns into guilt. Silence fills with noise. A fragmented mind cannot commit deeply. You don't need more time. You need fewer directions. The stabilizing power of structure. Structure is often confused with restriction, but structure is what allows energy to flow cleanly. Without structure, attention scatters. Decisions fatigue you. Emotion dominates action. Structure reduces internal debate. You no longer ask, should I do this today? You already decided. This is why disciplined people appear calm. They waste less energy deciding. Structure is not rigidity, it is reliability. And reliability creates safety internally. Emotional discipline is not suppression. Emotional discipline does not mean feeling less. It means being ruled less. Untrained emotion reacts. Trained emotion informs. Anyone can explode. Few can pause. The pause is where strength lives. Between stimulus and response, there is choice. And choice is freedom. Every time you pause instead of react, you reclaim authority. This authority compounds quietly. Over time, emotions soften, reactions slow, clarity strengthens. Not because life is easier, but because you are steadier. Responsibility. Without self-punishment. Responsibility is often confused with guilt, so people avoid it. They blame circumstances, they justify patterns, they soften accountability. But responsibility is not punishment, it is authorship. To take responsibility is to say, this is mine to shape, not with shame, with clarity. Blame disempowers. Responsibility liberates. When you stop blaming, you stop waiting. And waiting is what keeps lives unchanged. The quiet strength of restraint. Modern culture celebrates expression, speed, reaction. Ancient strength was restraint, the ability to pause when provoked, to wait when pressured, to act without display. Restraint is not weakness. It is power under control. An unrestrained mind reacts to everything. A restrained mind chooses. Every impulse obeyed weakens authority. Every impulse mastered strengthens it. This is why calm people lead effortlessly. They do not rush energy outward, they hold it. Integration ends inner conflict. Integration is not excitement, it is coherence. The inner arguments stop. Thought aligns with value, emotion aligns with judgment, action aligns with intention. You no longer need to motivate yourself. You no longer negotiate endlessly. Life becomes simpler, not easier, but clearer. This clarity feels calm, not because problems disappear, but because you are no longer divided. Inner authority. Inner authority is quiet. It does not argue. It does not explain. It does not seek consensus. It acts. People with inner authority trust themselves because they have evidence. They do what they say, especially in small things. This trust stabilizes life. Decisions simplify. Boundaries become natural. Energy stops leaking. Inner authority is not given. It is built, quietly, daily, without witnesses. And that is why it lasts.